It got a new light from Imalent. This is the RT35, and this specific light is running one Cree XHP35 Hi emitter. Driven quite hard, even though on the back side of this thing says spot and flood in one. This is a wicked thrower. Before we get started, I'm going to hit the specs. Pause this if you want. It does have 5 modes, of course strobe and that, but beam distance, 1,338 meters of throw, which is right up there with the big boys, the giant ones. Lumen output on low, 50 hours. You're going to run 36 hours of runtime. And on turbo, it will stay on 2,350 lumens, unlike a lot of other lights, for a full 8 minutes before it drops down to 1,500 lumens for over an hour. And that's what about all I want to cover for specs on this. We'll get into the light. It does have a unique switch. You can see here, looks like machined aluminum, and it's flat, easy to find in the dark. And you do have an indicator where I got the batteries fully charged, so that's awesome. That stays on at all the time when the light is on. Pretty basic UI, and right now I'm in the low mode, I do believe. Look at that tight beam. Basically just hold it on. You're going to go up to the next mode, third mode, fourth mode, and then you double click for turbo. And it does have a memory on the first 4 modes. Charging is a little bit different, no more micro USB or anything. It has typical USB plug, but a magnetic base, to where you just basically set it on there and it charges. Pretty awesome. I like that. It does come with lanyard and some O-rings and a decent case. And oh, by the way, Imalent, they got a 60-month warranty on these lights, so anybody's concerned about quality. Batteries, comes with 4 Imalent batteries, and them are Hydrain 3000 milliamp 11.1 watt hour batteries that it comes with. And these all go in the same way, same polarity. Basically just drop them right in, positive side up. One heck of a nice heavy heat sink inside, well machined. Look at that reflector on this thing. Like I said, it's not too big, and of course it's not small either. When your battery starts dropping down, that green light will turn to red. Pretty awesome light. Now all I ought to do is take the time and take this out and shine it, because it only talks so much about these lights, and I would rather spend the time showing you the beam shots of it. And we'll probably compare it to 2200 lumen Stanley Fatmax spotlight, which will punch out to over 750 meters. In a Maglite ML300, this is putting out, I do believe, almost 500 meters. Very all-around decent light. And we'll do some comparison on car headlights and whatnot like that. Let's get rolling. Alright, start this test out with this Imalent. We're going to be hitting a tree at 94 meters away, which is right there. And the light I'm shining is that Maglite ML300 on high. And I gotta make sure I got it focused. And I do. I do believe this thing's punching out to over 400 meters. But this is the ML300. And there's the Stanley Fatmax. Really like this spotlight. 94 meters. And right there is the Imalent RT35. Just joking. Well, I'm not joking, it's the RT35, but I do believe it's only the second mode up. Third mode up, that is high. There's turbo. Look at that. RT35 on turbo, Stanley Fatmax, cranked up. Now, right there is about 130 meters. That's going back to over 170. So I'm going to end up panning out. We're going to go farther with this thing. And I got fog rolling in. That tree line up there, top of that hill is over 300 meters. And naked eye can easily see with this flashlight. Down to 200 some meters, this thing is just phenomenal. It doesn't do a lot of good shining it like this, so I usually do a bunch of subjects. But we're going to pan over to right there is 500 meters. You see that hillside or that tree? That there is 500 meters out, and this is the RT35. That's the Stanley Fatmax. Stanley Fatmax, RT35. So, tell you what, let's go for a walk. I'm about 30 meters away from the camera right now. And right here is low. That's the second mode up. Third mode up. Fourth mode. And there's turbo. And strobe. This light is just phenomenally bright for its size. Over 1,300 meters, I do believe I said. For how small it is, this thing is a cannon. Even on low, a beautiful spill with a real tight beam. Wicked. Now just to give you an idea, I did this with the other Imalent HR70. Instead of standing by the car and shining headlights, I'm going to stay 30 feet back and shine them. But first we're going to do is run the Stanley Fatmax to give you an idea how bright that is compared to our car headlights on high beam. That's the Fatmax. And there's the RT35 compared to car headlights. No comparison. Let's go down to low. There's low mode. It's almost washing out them headlights on low mode. Next mode up, it does wash out the car headlights. Next mode up, even more. High easily washes them out. Then you got turbo. I'm going to go stand next to the car. All right, next to the car, here comes turbo. What? Look at this thing. Unreal. Give you a real good idea. And that's out of this nice little small light. Pretty wicked, eh? Now there's a tree about 400 meters out right there. That farm's over 600, maybe 700 meters. I don't really want to hit it, but you can light up that silo about 700 meters easy. Look at this thing. It's one heck of a light. Awesome. And I've done quite a bit of shining. And one good thing, see that green? I still got pretty much full power. I'm telling you, Imalent's got some darn good batteries. So I don't know what other kind of tests that I can do with this light. Handheld wise, the heat, this thing ain't even that warm at all, and it seems to pull the heat away great. So I'm not even going to do my signature heat test on it. I don't think there's any problems with this thing building up heat at all. Just all around awesome light. Very compact, usable. an extreme amount of throw. Yeah, it's not the farthest throwing light. It's not too far off, and as far as the human eyes can see, if you saw an animal upwards of 300 meters out, you'd be able to easily see it, tell what it is. Farther than that, you're going to need binoculars to see something anyways. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Small and compact for the amount of throw this thing has. This thing will light up a yard. This is another great example of hitting the different segments of the market with a light of this size, punching out that far. It's not too big. You could literally put it in the glove compartment of a car. Good all-around light. Good job, Imalent. So there you are, the RT35. Till next time.